Hi, I'm Marty Richardson from ChefMartyRich.com. Welcome back to our daily tip series. As you can see, I am not in the kitchen, and I'm not very happy. But I went to the Civic Center today to use the kitchen, and they're having some kind of function there, and it was just too loud for me to tape. So, home again, jiggity jig. I'm on the back porch, and as I was coming into the driveway, I picked up the mail today. And lo and behold, there is my Costco Connection magazine with Al Gore on the front, talking about energy. And there's two articles in here that I thought were pretty interesting that I wanted to share with you. And one was on pairing wine and cheese, and the other was buying smart nuts. So, little coincidence there that these are the topics that we are on today. You might thought them a little strange, but right up the alley here. So, this article is by Natalie McLean, and the very first sentence is, one of the lingering myths about matching food and wine is that cheese should be paired only with red wine. And then she goes on for the balance of the article to talk about all kinds of white wines that pair very well with cheese. The first she talks about here is, luckily, a few simple rules can help. The first is that the milder the cheese, the easier to match. So the point here is, again, as I told you before, is that you don't want the food to overpower the wine, and you don't want the wine to overpower the food. So if you have a mellow cheese, you're looking for a mellow wine, something with a low 12% alcohol or less. Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, Gewürztraminer, and Pinot Gris. Then she talks about her favorite cheese is goat cheese, or a Chev, and this has a chalky heart and grassy flavor. It pairs well with a zingy Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand or South Africa, or a flinty, unoaked Chardonnay from California. So now she is comparing and contrasting, rather than trying to match. The third example she talks about is she can't resist a thick, rich brie, slightly warmed with its white, savory lava oozing onto a baguette. Yum, making me hungry. But there's a complication with soft cheeses, and that is they're tougher to match because of their opulent texture. They can overpower the wine. So she goes for a robust white, oak-aged Chardonnay from California. So there is a lot of balance and some thought involved, but hopefully some of these examples will help guide you. Another good point here was, the longer a cheese ripens, the higher its fat content and stronger its flavors, so it can hold its own against a robust red, like a Bordeaux. And then she ends this particular article talking about port, which is a fortified red wine, usually served at dessert, as a match for blue cheeses like Roquefort. She also discussed here party foods and wines. So it's about appetizers, so I'll include that. She has 3 tips here. Peanuts, walnuts, pecans, almonds, and other nuts have an oily, salty taste and need a wine with an acidic backbone as a Riesling or a Sauvignon Blanc to balance their taste. Then something we did cover is spicy Asian and Thai foods need some sweetness to temper their heat. A late harvest Sauvignon Blanc and a Riesling complement these foods without getting clobbered. And the last is something I didn't know, but I think it's pretty important because we are going to cover this in our appetizer section, is fishy snacks, interesting description, such as oysters, shrimp, and salmon are too briny for red wines and make the wine taste acidic. So she suggests a sparkling wine like champagne to cleanse the palate. So I thought that was an interesting match. So again, her name is Natalie McLean, MacLean. She's the author of Red, White, and Drunk All Over, which I think is a great title. and she offers online food and wine matching at nataliemaclean.com. NATALIEMACLEAN.com. Okay, so there's a reference for you. If this has been confusing, you can go to her website and she can match your food with a particular wine. Okay, so in the other article was about nuts, so I'm going to introduce that in the next video I'm going to shoot right now, and then we'll probably do these back to back, so keep moving forward. Well, thanks for watching, and we're going to get to the nuts straight away. Thanks.